Merhaba arkadaşlar, hepiniz IEFT Talks webinarlarına hoş geldiniz. Bugün Romanya'da eğitim araştıranlar için Babeș-Bolyai University'den Carmen bizlerle olacak. Lütfen sorularınızı sağ alt köşede questions bölümünden yönlendirmeyi unutmayın. Yes, Carmen, the stage is yours now.
Thank you. Hello everyone and welcome to the presentation, the general presentation of Babeș-Bolyai University in Cluj-Napoca, Romania. My name is Carmen and I am working at the Center for International Cooperation of Babeș-Bolyai University, one of the biggest universities in Romania, located in Cluj-Napoca. The headquarters of the university, it's the name of the city, it's called Cluj-Napoca, and its location is in Transylvania, northwest part of Romania, just to have a general idea. As I mentioned, I'm working at the Center for International Cooperation, and our office is in charge, among other things, with the admission of the international students. And with your permission, I will start the presentation. It seems that the presentation is not working in full screen, so I will have to exit and show you the presentation not in full screen, but like this. I hope it's big enough and you can see it. This is the main building of the university, and I was telling you that our university is one of the biggest universities in Romania, but not only the biggest, it's also one of the oldest universities in Romania. It was founded in 1581 as a Jesuit college with 4 faculties. And during the last 5 centuries, he went through a different transformation. Nowadays, we have 22 faculties covering all fields of study except medical studies, architecture, engineering, and music and arts. All other fields of studies are offered by our university. To show you a little bit the location of our country and our university, you have on the screen the map of Europe in our case. The yellow one is Romania. We are neighbor with Bulgaria, Serbia, Hungary, Ukraine, and Republic of Moldavia. And at the east border, we have the Black Sea as a very efficient mean of for the economy. Concerning Romania, Cluj-Napoca is located in the northwest part of Romania. Here is Bucharest. The distance between the two cities, the capital cities, Bucharest and Cluj-Napoca, is about 500 kilometers. The advantage of our city is that being one of the major cities in Romania, it's connected with all major capitals and major cities in Europe. So it's easy to travel in and out of the city and very convenient. For instance, Turkish Airlines offers for those who would like to travel abroad the possibility to get to Istanbul twice a day, every day. So very convenient. And of course, from Istanbul to different other locations. I was starting telling you about the city, and I will continue with this idea. Cluj has always been a university city. It's enough to say that in Cluj we have 5 state universities plus some small private universities. And the general population is formed by different national minorities, Romanian, Hungarian, Germans, Jews, and they count approximately 400,000 inhabitants. 25%, so around 100,000 inhabitants, are formed by the student community. And the students are coming from different Romanian cities, villages, and from the international community. We have at the university students coming from all over the world, and later on I will see you on the map some of the countries from which the students are coming. So Cluj is a very young city due to the big number of international students that are staying here. We can notice the difference in the summer when some of them are going home and the city looks rather empty, let's say, not so full of life. It's a metropolitan city, a cosmopolitan city, and a multicultural, multilingual city. It will be easy for you to get around and to find people who are speaking English or other foreign languages. There are museums, botanical gardens, events of different kinds, and what is most important, Cluj, it's a service business city. We don't have a lot of industries, but we have a very well-developed service network. And I will stop here about the Cluj. If you want to find out more details about our city, you may look at different videos on YouTube just to have a more concrete idea about what this city means. Of course, we have music festivals, film festivals, concerts, opera house, two opera houses, two theater houses, a Romanian one, Hungarian one, wine tasting, different restaurants, ethnic restaurants. You'll find Chinese, Japanese, Indian, Turkish, Italian, of course, cuisine, American cuisine, Romanian cuisine, a large variety to choose from in terms of type of food and prices. And I was telling you that Cluj, it's a very young city because of the number of students who are coming from different parts of the world. And just to make it more clear for you, you have the map of the world on the screen, and in colors, the countries from which we have students. As you may notice, there are only a few countries from which we don't have students at our university. Talking about numbers, I can tell you that we have more than 2,000 international students every year at the university. Some of them are learning here and they are obtaining a degree from Babeș University. Others are just coming with an inter-university agreement for one semester or for one academic year. So Nigeria, Senegal, Morocco, Cameroon, Congo, Gabon, Guinea, talking about African countries from which the students are coming. South America, Brazil, Colombia, Chile, Peru, Bolivia. North America, United States, Canada, Mexico, El Salvador, Haiti, and other countries. Middle East, Egypt, Kuwait, Lebanon, Iraq, Iran, Jordan, Palestine, Libya, Turkey, Israel. Asia, different countries, and of course, European students.
Hi, Carmen. Could you please go full screen on the presentation so we can see it better?
To do what? I'm sorry.
To go full screen presentation.
I cannot go full screen because the screen, the presentation, is blocking. I tried at the beginning and it's not moving from one slide to another.
Okay.
I tried, but unfortunately it's not working. I don't know why. I can try to do it a little bit bigger, but you won't see the entire presentation like that. Numbers. Because we are telling about the number of students, international students, you must know that at the university we have more than 45,000 students. And those students are enrolled in different programs. Undergraduate programs, which are bachelor programs. The bachelor programs are 3-year programs in general, except law or engineering. Master programs, which are 2-year-long programs with a few exceptions, like law, 1 year, or engineer, 1 year. PhD students, 3-year programs, and of course, post-PhD students, programs of 2 years. Those students, those 45,000 students, are lucky enough to be coordinated and to have the support of almost 3,000 faculty members. Those faculty members are Romanian origin, employees of the university, but we also have around 300 international professors coming in and teaching at the university. This is a big advantage for the students because not all the students have the possibility to study abroad. Those international faculty members who are coming to Romania, to our university, to teach to the students, are bringing with them an international input in terms of teaching methods, information, study materials, so they will have an international perspectives. And they are faculties like European Studies, Business, Economics, who are political science, administrative sciences, who are very dynamic in terms of international faculty members coming in. We have entire courses taught by those professors coming from abroad. Undergraduate programs. Different specialization. Of course, the majority of the specialization are in Romania because at the end we are a Romanian university. But we are also proud that we have specialization in Hungarian, in English, in German, and in French. And to have a general idea about what are those fields of study, I will mention a few of them. Mathematics, computer science, physics, chemistry, chemical engineering, environmental sciences, environmental engineering, security studies, finances, management, accounting, international business and economics, international relations and European studies, business administration, political sciences, communication sciences, administrative sciences, physical education, and sports are some of the bachelor level specializations that are taught in English. Master level, the same. We have programs in Romanian, we have programs in English, we have 36 specializations in English, 5 in German, 1 in Italian, 3 in French, and 40 specialization in Hungarian. I would like to underline one important detail. Due to our history and the ethnic structure of Transylvania, our university has a unique particularity. We have 3 complete line of studies in Romanian, German, and Hungarian, because this is the ethnic structure in Transylvania and in our region, in the Cluj area. That's why we have 3 complete line of study, which is something unique in a higher education area. For the master programs, we have master programs almost in the same field of study as mentioned before. We can add law and we can have philosophy as different specialization for the master programs. For those of you who are not speaking Romanian, but they would like to study in psychology, for instance, or in a field of study where we don't have an English line of study, you may choose to learn first Romanian. We have probably the best Romanian language preparatory year in the country. And I'm saying this because this is one of the oldest programs of the university. They used to teach Romanian language preparatory year even back in the 70s. Of course, there is a long tradition, and with this tradition, it came of large experience in how to teach Romanian for foreigners. Our faculty members are those teaching other faculty members how to teach Romanian for foreigners. I was mentioning that this is a 1-year program, meaning 2 semesters. The tuition fee for this preparatory year is 2,115 euros, 10 months. The first semester is a general representation, general knowledge of Romanian language. And the second one, it's focused on your future career, meaning that if you'd like to study geography, it will focus on the geography. If you would like to study theology, they will focus on theology, and so on. It's a 25 hours course per week with different exams in the middle of the semester just to notice the advance. If you don't have 1 year, but still you like to see if the Romanian language is something that may interest you, or if you are able to learn it, or if Cluj is a city where you like to spend the next 3 years, but you are not sure about this, you may try to apply for the Transylvania International Summer Courses of Romanian Language and Civilization, which is a 3-week program organized in July late July, August in general. It's a very pleasant summer program because it will combine Romanian language courses with different cultural activities. Being taught during the summer, it's a different atmosphere, but of course we are very focused on our objective to help you learn Romanian or get a little bit familiar with the Romanian language. You may try and find out if this program may be for you. Becoming a student at the university will bring you different advantages. One of the advantages is that you'll have the possibility to go and study abroad. Of course, you'll have to apply for a scholarship. It's not that every student of Babeș University is going abroad, but you have the possibility to apply for different programs. Probably the most well-known is the Erasmus Program, and within this program, our university has more than 2,000 partner universities from all over the world. So it's a very wide range of countries and universities to choose from. Other possibilities are the CIFUS program, that refers to countries in Southeastern Europe, the AD program, which is for Germany, Makovec program for Hungary, Fulbright program for the United States. These, together with the student organizations, with the activities, with the conferences organized by the university, with the involvement of the students in different events or in the research programs, will create for you different opportunity to develop yourself, not only in theory, but also in practice, because our university has puts a double accent. One is on teaching and the second one on research. We are a teaching research university. So we are not just putting the students to memorize different information, but we also ask them to put them in practice, because having a job will mean to know how to do something in the real world. And this is the research part, the practical part of the university. Another advantage for our students is the student campus. Being able to live in the dorm will bring different advantages. One is the fact that you will live there with Romanian international students. The second will be in a safe environment. The third, it's located downtown in a central area. Fourth, the prices are very low. And I will show you a short video with different images of the university, inside the university. If it will work. Unfortunately, I don't know why it's not working, but I will try a little bit later. I have also some pictures. Canteens and cafeteria. Each dorm, each faculty has its own cafeteria. The prices are subsidized by the university, meaning that in order to have a full meal, a lunch or dinner, you have to pay around $5 or $7, depending on what you are choosing, which is very convenient. They are open 6 days a week, except Sunday, lunch and dinner. You can eat at the faculty in the headquarters of each faculty, or in HDU campus, which is the campus where the university dorms are located. Student life, we have a swimming complex. I was telling the different advantages of studying at the university. We have the student organization, we have the university libraries. The university libraries are located within the college, plus we have a central university library with access to international databases, which are very important for your research during your studies, with online scanned books, periodicals, and other materials. We have 22 foreign cultural centers, and I will mention the Turkish one. We have the botanical gardens, and we have different museums at the university. But we also put a really high price on the social life of the students. So we have a different location where students can enjoy their short holidays like Belish, sitting close to Cluj-Napoca, Arcalia, castle of the university, some resorts close to the Black Sea, and of course during the summer schools and special events organized for the students, you'll be able to go from one location to another if you are interested in attending some. And I will show next probably the most important part, where you can pick up information where you can read about the university. And this is our webpage. The link for our webpage is this one: Center for International Cooperation.ubbcluj.ro. And I open the page for you. So this is the web page, and you have here the location of the Center for International Cooperation. The center in charge with the admission of the international students and with some of the formalities, assistance for those international students. And they are two at this point. There are two sections that may interest you: the degree student section and the practical information. On the practical information side, you'll find out about Cluj, about the accommodation, about the medical care. And here it's something that you may take into consideration. If you are under 26 years, you'll have free medical care in Romania. Of course, this will be the state one. You can pay also private medical insurance if you would like so. And legal procedure, how to apply for a temporary resident card in Romania. But first, before you are coming to Romania, you must obtain a letter of acceptance and have the certainty that you are accepted at the university. And this is the section that may interest you. Students from other countries is the section. And if you open this link, you'll see that there are different information in English and in French that are very important for you. Admission procedure and documents. You'll find here the list of necessary documents and how do you have to prepare them in order to get accepted at the university. This is for bachelor and master programs. You have something similar for the Romanian preparatory year. Basically, the documents are the same. The procedure is the same. Starting with this academic year, we have an online admission platform. If you'll access this link, a document will open and you'll see all the steps that you have to follow in order to access the platform and upload your application form. Steps to follow after receiving the acceptance letter. The acceptance letter is a document based on which you can be enrolled at the university. The acceptance letter is issued not by the university but by the Ministry of Education. Academic offer for bachelor level. If you open this one, you'll see that all the information concerning the admission, the specialization are included. So you have the faculty, you have the specialization, you have the language and instruction, and you have the tuition fee. The tuition fee is different from one faculty or another. Here's the general offer. Once the admission starts, because we have limited number of places for each specialization, some of the specialization mentioned here won't be available anymore, but you'll find something that may be of interest for you. Let's say for the master level. In order to study at the university, you must present a language proficiency certificate. For the English one, you have a list of accepted certificates. For the French ones, you have others. For the language, for the German, for Italian, for Spanish, for Chinese. So if you want to enroll in an English line of study, you'll have to present one of those language certificates, recognized certificates, and of course, those certificates must be valid. Online payment details, it's a little bit further for you. International High School Certificate. This is a very important document because here we have all the countries and the name of the diploma recognized by the Ministry of Education. I will try to open it one more time. Okay. And if I'm going to Turkey, to find Turkey on my list, you will see that there are a few diplomas. Lycée Diplomacy for the general access, Technic Lycée Diplomacy, which is valid only for the technical fields of study. Associated degree, it's only for the same field of study. So those 3 degrees are recognized in order to have access to the bachelor studies. Of course, in order to have access to a master program, you must have one of those bachelor degrees plus a bachelor studies. Our office is in charge only with the admission for bachelor and master programs, not for PhD. For the PhD studies, we have only a general information. We are not offering scholarships for the international students. The Ministry of Education, throughout the Romanian embassies in different countries, is the one offering different scholarships based on an annual admission process. This is the admission platform of the university. Basically, these are my credentials because I have a different account, and I will enter on this one. Okay, this is the general one. Let's see, let's try. You have a login and a register. First, you have to register. You need an email. You need to create a password, confirm your passport, and to register. And once you register, you have to go back here at the login section, enter your credential, and to log in. And this is the platform. Basically, you will see 3 sections: task, documents, and application form. All the others are just for us, not for you. The task section, you will see that you have closed task and active task is the part where the entire correspondence with the candidates is going on. At the documents section, you may upload and download documents. You may upload only the documents that you are required, but you can download the documents, you can delete them anytime you want. And of course, you have the application form with different steps that you will have to fill in. After you fill in the application form, the platform will take you automatically to the task section, and here you will see you must go to the document section and download the application form. So at every step, the platform will inform what you have to do next. If you have questions, I cannot see anything, but
Thank you for the presentation, Carmen. So we have a couple of questions in the questions section. Can you go to questions?
yes. Yes, you can work during your studies. You can work for 4 hours a day, but you will be the one responsible to find a workplace. We are not able to help you to find a place where to work, but in Cluj, many of our international students are working to different international companies. The average monthly expense, it's very hard to say because it depends of your lifestyle. You may spend up to 200, 300 euros, or you may spend 5,000 euros, depending of if you wanna eat out every day or if you are buying the food and you are cooking at home. If you wanna go to a movie twice a week, if you wanna go to several film festivals or music festivals. So the minimum I would say it's around let's say 300, 500 euros, but you can go up as much as you want. And of course, you can go even lower than 300 euros per month because you are living in the dorms, so your expenses concerning the accommodation and utilities, it's almost zero. It's 50 euro a month. How much does it cost to live in Romania as a student? Is the same answer as before. We are not offering online courses in Romania. The online classes are not recognized by the Ministry of Education. During the pandemic, we used to have online courses, but only because of the restriction imposed by the Romanian government. We don't have preparation class before the university. The preparation is supposed to be done during your high school year, so you are coming directly to the university and adapt to the requirements of each professor. What makes Babeș-Bolyai different from other universities? A lot of things. First, we are in international rankings. If you are looking on any international ranking, we are the first university in Romania, and we are the first because we are offering the students different possibilities to study abroad, to do research about the facilities that the university is offering for the student, cultural study facilities, teaching facilities. We are one of the few universities in Romania to teach in so many foreign languages. We are living in a very rich city, a multicultural city. It's easy to go around. There are different facilities, and this is an advantage for the university. We are offering, as I mentioned, the possibility for the students to learn from international faculty members. We are offering the students the possibility to go abroad for 1 year or 1 academic year. For certain specialization, we have double degrees. Just to mention a few of the advantages. If you have other questions, or if you need application and letter approval, application, it's up to you. Once you applied, our center, the Center for International Cooperation, has 10 days, working days, so 2 weeks to answer to your request. This is the first stage. The second one, it will take approximately 45 days to receive an answer from the Minister of Education. So all around, it will take about 2 months to find out if you are approved or rejected by the Minister of Education. If you are, do you need to qualify for any English test? Yes, you have. If you are planning to study in English, you'll have to present one of the recognized certificates, proficiency certificates, that are mentioned on our webpage. IELTS and TOEFL are among them, and if you go there on our webpage, you will see that there are minimum requirements in order to be able to use those language proficiency certificates. Other questions?
Looks like you covered all of the questions, Carmen. Also, could you please share an email address on the chat box so that if the participants have other questions, they can send emails?
Of course. And this is the one. This is the email address that you may use in order to ask additional questions. After you're going through all the information on our website, and if you don't find an answer, you may write to my colleague. My colleague is in charge with the admission of the international students.
Yes, thank you very much for the great presentation, and you covered all of the questions. Thank you for your answers too. Also, I would like to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. Umarım sizin için de faydalı bir webinar olmuştur. Babeș-Bolyai Üniversitesi ile ilgili diğer sorularınız için chat kısmında paylaşılmış olan mail adresinden ilgili kişiye ulaşabilirsiniz. Bir sonraki webinarlarımızda görüşmek üzere. Thank you very much again, Carmen. It was a pleasure to have you in IEFT Talks.
Thank you. It was nice to see you and your guests. And I hope we'll see you in Cluj as future students of our university.
Perfect. Take care. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.